Okay, welcome to the Outlook. Sorry these have not been as consistent the last few weeks. I took a week off and then was at conferences all this week, so it was tough to get everything squeezed in. I had a trader meet up from boys in mechanical strategy, which was good. It's good to see them. Last 2 weeks in mechanical strategy has not been just not great because of the market conditions, but we're still up for the month, which is good. At the minute it's just tricky conditions, and it's all about preserving mental capital if anything. I'll go over the trades that I was discussing a few days ago. I had a quick glance. So we're looking at dollar CAD, but if I take a quick glance through all these pairs, you can see that the market has just been going sideways, choppy, hard to get into anything. Like it's just it's just tough conditions for anyone trading at the minute. How can you make money in conditions like this unless you've trained your eye to deal with these market conditions? Then fair play to you. That's just not how I trade. It's not what I'm used to. So if we go on to dollar CAD, what we were looking at, we had two scenarios. I did prefer the downside on it. We need a close below Monday's range. I'll just mark that out. But you see this trap, this wicking condition here, where it just went in the other direction. Yeah, so we get a strong close above it and we go higher. So taken from, if we go back a few weeks, let me just clear all this off. A few weeks we've been buying this based off this level, this swing point level on the weekly. We've been buying it down here each week, and it's coming up into resistance, and where it sold off before. That is why I was expecting price to go to the downside. But if we follow, this is what if you excuse my babbling on, this is the level, the weekly level. We pivot off Monday's high here for a nice profit. We pivot off Monday's high and midpoint, so midpoint is just halfway of Monday's range. Pivot off it quite nicely. This week, bit of consolidation, which I thought maybe this is the turning point. We're not getting the strong bullish upturns, so seeing it breaking down, breaking structure. So a strong close below there would have indicated to me. Didn't get it. We wicked below, acting as support and resistance. So that was the level that we were looking at. Said if it breaks above Monday's high, it'll be going a lot higher. So it looks like it's coming back a bit. This candle here, quite scary, but not much you can do in these conditions. Just got to ride it out. What else were we looking at? We're looking at Euro USD. It's just gone sideways. We broke above Monday's range a little bit, then back in. We've come down, hit the low, Monday's low. You can see it acted as support here. It's acting as support again. A solid close below this level now. It's come key for me. If you see the support and resistance here, and resistance, support, resistance, support, support. So if it breaks down from here, that'll give me the green light to initiate shorts, but I think it's just go sideways. We'll have to see what goes on tomorrow for that. Dollar yen, much the same. It's not really doing much at all. Mark out Monday's range here. Mark out the midpoint. As long as it stays below this level, still keen on the downside, but this price action is not very favourable. If you're not in it, I would wait for another close below that, but we've had loads of closes. We've just chopped sideways on days. We just need a little bit of a breakout on this. I would can this, put this on the back burner on this. We can get a strong close below here. Looks like we could come up, take some stops, and then drop. If it breaks above this Monday's range, Monday's midpoint, going a lot higher. So things are not clear. Sorry for, you know, can't really pull trades out of markets that are very hard to trade. You're better just off sitting in your hands waiting for it to pass over. If there's anything you want me to go over, I think a few people were looking at the dollar Swiss. I was getting a lot of questions on how Mondays work on that. Seems to be doing quite nicely. If we take Monday's high and Monday's midpoint, it's acted again as nice levels. So these are just, as you can see, the midpoint acting quite well there. So it's just about getting your bias. If you can get your bias sorted, I would get it from taking out swing highs to swing lows, or support and resistance. But even dollar Swiss, even in these last few choppy months, we've pulled a few trades out of it. So I wouldn't give up hope if you're finding it difficult. Everyone's finding it difficult in these conditions. I'm finding it difficult. The mechanical strategies finding it difficult to motor on a bit more. We were flying the last few months, and now we've just stalled. It seems to be just when consolidating markets is not ideal, but we have to just take a step back and see in the overall structure of the thing where we're at, where we've come from. We're huge gains, and this is basically just a little pullback. 2 bad weeks doesn't make or break the year. You know, it's, if you're trading, you're in it for the long run, compounding gains, etc., etc. So I'd like to apologise again for the sparsity of the videos the last few weeks. Took a week off and then just been busy this week with other things. And starting from next week, we'll be consistent again. I'll put out a weekly review tomorrow, and yeah, we'll kick on from there. If you have any questions, let me know. You can just reach out and contact me. I'm always about for a chat.